All right, so Gary Wooden asks, it seems physical reality is mathematically based. Is it possible that the creation is a digital simulation? Oh, that's a fun one. Well, the idea that everything is a digital simulation has become much more popular in recent days. Now, can I tell you if it's a digital simulation? Well, I don't know. Maybe, right? But the interesting thing about a digital simulation is it means that somebody had to create the simulation, right? Somebody had to create the video game that we are supposedly living in. Who would be the creator of this virtual world, this digital video game that we are living in? Well, that would mean there has to be a creator. Well, that seems pretty obvious to those of us who believe in the Bible, because the Bible tells us that God created all there is. And so certainly that would make a lot of sense. But physical reality is mathematically based. Again, I'm not surprised by this because I believe that there is a creator, and the creator, based on laws, some of which we don't understand, some we may never understand, but some we're actually discovering, and we're like, wow, that is really cool. And those kind of laws are the things that physicists and astrobiologists, astrophysicists, quantum physicists, you name it, are discovering the mathematics that lies behind the world that lies before us. We look, to smaller and smaller and smaller things, and we discover that there's mathematics behind those. I don't think the mathematics necessarily proves that it has to be a digital simulation, but it does prove that there's order. There's tremendous order out there. And it's really astounding that we can presumably continue to look out with our telescopes and never get to the end. We keep looking at bigger and bigger and bigger things, but we can also go down deep and look in ever more inwardly. We can look inside and see even smaller stuff. So fascinating stuff. I get really excited about this. Trying to think of the name of a guy who is a mathematician. He suggested that he found a code in the physical reality, and sadly I cannot remember his name. I can only remember Neil deGrasse Tyson was interviewing this guy, and sadly I can't remember his name, but he was suggesting that we are in fact living in a digital simulation. There's another physicist saying that he thinks that we're living in a digital simulation. And so, maybe just Google it. Who are these physicists that suggest we're living in a digital simulation? Again, very interesting stuff, but what I find shocking is that they can come to these pretty imaginative suggestions and yet not go to the next obvious conclusion that there must be a creator, right? And so that's what I find really most exciting about all of the math and physics that's being done, is that it proves that there has to be a creator. Great question.